What's going on, guys? It's Archon here. Gonna take on Terramorphous the Invincible today. We're just sitting here in Terramorphous Peak, getting ready to prep up and storm the beaches of Normandy, if you will. I'm gonna go over my build, go over the mod that I'm using and everything, and then we're gonna go and take down Terramorphous. So, weapons and gear that I'm using, almost the same stuff that I have been using in my other videos. A couple of the other fights, different pieces of gear. The Sandhawk, Fire Sandhawk here is just going to pretty much be your bread and butter for this fight. You really won't be switching weapons. The Sandhawk is just so good of a weapon against him. You know, since the B conference call nerf, everybody's been kind of wondering and trying to experiment with different combinations. Well, the Sandhawk seems to be doing pretty well. I hear that the Fibber doesn't do too bad either, and there's also that Norfleet and Sham build, I guess, that people have been using. I've seen a couple videos on, but the Fire Sandhawk, that's what's gonna be doing most of the work here. I have a corrosive bitch here in the slot too, just if I happen to come across any robot stuff when I'm walking around. Of course, a Ruby for any healing if I get in trouble, and there's also a Fire Norfleet. Terramorphous is vulnerable to fire throughout most of this fight. There is a phase there. I think if it goes on too long, there's a phase where he comes up out of the ground. He's almost glowing fiery red and everything. I think at that point he's immune to fire. And if you make it into black hole phase, I think you're pretty much fucked. Like, that's his enrage timer. So if you make it that far, then obviously you got some gear issues there. You need to switch that up. But we're not gonna make it to black hole phase. I hope not. Obviously, B, since we're raid boss, gotta take him down. I'm running with a longbow Slago negative. You can get that in the Torg DLC there in the Badass Crater of Badassitude. It's a transfusion grenade, and I see it's pretty good. I sometimes use it whenever I'm playing in a group as well. We're also running the Wildcat class mod again, 95% SMG damage. It's going to go hand in hand with your Sandhawk, and then we're going to run with the SMG damage relic. You could also run a fire relic here too as well. That will give you, actually I think the fire relic may be a little bit better. You get like a 30% increased fire damage instead of just a 30% increased SMG damage buff. I think that only goes there with the 3695 damage. I think it's 30% of that as well. So, but that's the gear we're going to be using today on Terramorphous. Here's the build I have. This was the Thieving Trickster build that I went with. I didn't change anything up. As you can see, I'm still getting 9 out of 5 in the Mind's Eye. I have 9 out of 5 in Rec from the class mod. We're also getting the 10 out of 5 from Accelerate. So those are the 3 boosts that we're getting. We're not going to be able to get the Wreck buff because Terramorphous can't be phase locked, which sucks. You know, if he could be phase locked and get the buff there, you'd be looking at a 90% fire rate and a 54% increased damage buff, which would be so good. I really hope that Gearbox looks into that and just allows Maya to maybe have even half of the buff on there. If she could phase lock a raid boss or anything, just give her the buff for maybe even 3 or 4 seconds, there would be a huge improvement. But it's wishful thinking. I guess another variation of the build, if you wanted to, you can go down to Reaper and Cataclysm, change some points around. You would get a 40% increased gun damage while he's above 50% health. But then, like I said, after that 50% health is gone, Reaper's almost non-existent, so it's kind of a trade-off. So that's everything that we have here in this build today, and we're just going to go down there, we're going to call the horn, and we're going to summon the friend. Also, I'm wondering, yesterday they had a hotfix, so to say, on some of the Seraphim weapons in the Pirate DLC, namely the Tattler SMG, the Actualizer SMG, the Ahab rocket launcher, and the Seraphim assault rifle. If you want, guys, leave a comment down there. Let me know what you think about the new Seraph weapon buff, so to say. Is any of them your favorite? Are they viable combat weapons now? Let me know what you think. But of course, since we're the Siren here, we're soloing Terramorphous, we are going to get behind the rock. You know, you got to protect your ass as much as possible, because before the B conference call nerf, this guy, you know, was easy farming. I mean, you can just get money, you can get a bunch of different loot, take him down in 5 seconds. Now it is longer, they gave him more health, so we're going to see how we do on him out here. Just throwing out a couple of them slag grenades. Whoop, I missed him there with the phase log just to get a little damage. As you can see, the fire sandhog just works him. I mean, it does. You can look and see the damage there is very good. And see, when you're behind the rock right here, you it's positioning in this fight, because he can come right here, show up. You may have to jump over here onto this side so you don't get hit by anything. Alright, now this phase, he's going to bring out the spike tentacles, so you can just take them down. Fire a couple rounds of the Sandhawk over there. See, bam, there it goes. Alright, Terramorphous is coming about right here, so it's time to move off out of that rock. Can't hit you, and you're just going to work on him. If you didn't know, his eyeballs is the spots that you want to get. Oh, this is close. He's about done here. I'll throw out maybe another slag grenade. I don't even know if he can get slag fully. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by a rock. Oh, no. Well, there you go, guys. Terramorphous, not very invincible. He's still relatively easy from this fight. You know, if you can get some of the gear that I suggested there, really mainly that fire sandhawk, I like it. It seems to work him pretty good. So anyway, guys, please like, comment in the description. Let me know what you use to fight Terramorphous as a Siren. There's a Siren Slayer mod, not very good. I've seen like 8,200 health and a little bit higher burn chance and damage. But anyway, let me know, guys, what you use when you solo him as a Siren, if you guys even do fight him anymore, and just leave it in the description. Alright, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.